Hello there, everybody. My name is Hannah Mae Cruddas. I'm a dancer with Canada's Ballet Jörgen, and I've been lucky enough to dance the role of Clara with Symphony Nova Scotia and Halifax Dance's Nutcracker for 4 years in a row. And I am coming to you today from the lovely studios at Halifax Dance. I am here to give you a little bit of a tutorial on how to dance with your nutcrackers. So before we begin, we must grab a nutcracker of some kind. It doesn't need to necessarily be a nutcracker. I would say pause the video in 2 moments and go and find an object, a toy, a special stuffed animal, something that really means a lot to you, and grab it and bring it here, and we're going to talk about our props and then learn a little bit of the dance that Clara does when she receives her nutcracker, her beloved toy. All right, pause. Ready? I hope everybody has an object. Now, let's begin by talking about props. So props are used in ballet and in a lot of stage performances, and they are used to show what an actor or a dancer is doing on stage. In this instance, our props are used to show the object, the nutcracker, that Clara loves so dearly. I have a few of my favorite props here with me today. I have, of course, the beautiful nutcracker that is used for rehearsals and performances with the Symphony Nova Scotia and Halifax Dance nutcracker. And he works, he can talk, and all it takes is this little lever back here, and little surprise, there's another part of him that actually moves and maybe comes off. We won't go into that today. You'll have to come and watch the show next year when we're back in the theaters. Now, I also have my rag doll. This rag doll is named Emily, and in the nutcracker with Symphony Nova Scotia and Halifax Dance, Emily is Clara's rag doll, and Emily begins the show with Clara and finishes it as well with Clara, and there's some special magic that happens with Emily later on. We also have our Spanish fan. This is super special because this belongs in the version with Symphony Nova Scotia and Halifax Dance. This belongs to Clara's best friend in the dormitory. So that's awfully fun. Then we have our little mouse. This is difficult to move. The dancer who has to use this is very good at it, but she's supposed to make it look like she's squirming. This squirming little crawling mouse, and you can shake the tail with one hand and the head with the other in opposite directions. It's pretty tricky, it's pretty fun. All right, so those are our props. We're going to learn some of the movement, some of the mime that we use with these props. So mime is often used in ballet to tell the story more clearly for an audience. So if we use mime, we're going to be using a lot of our upper body and our expression. And that's some of the stuff that we're going to work on in just one moment. All right, everybody. So what we're going to learn next is a little bit of the upper body movement from Clara receiving her nutcracker, that scene. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to hold our nutcracker at the base and the back. All right? And you can spin the face of your doll or toy or nutcracker, whatever it is that you have in your hand. You can spin that to face you, so you're face to face with your prop. All right? Then, the very first movement that you're going to do is you're going to reach your arms up above your head towards one side. So you're going to reach to the right side, reach up, and bring it back in. All right, that's your first movement. And then you do the other side, you lift up and bring it back in. So you go right, then left. The next movement that you're going to do is you're going to do 4 little head tilts, moving your toy in the same direction as you. Notice that I'm keeping my doll a little bit lower, so my face isn't hidden by my prop. It's very important for the audience to be able to understand what's going on, to have your face showing for the audience. So you brought it back in from that way. You're going to do 4 head tilts. First one goes to the right, you tilt your head. Then to the left, you tilt. Right again. And then to the left. And you'll notice that I'm now looking at my nutcracker. So this dance is all about your love for your toy. So it's all about this object right here. Let's do it a little bit faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. You reach up, 2, in, and up, and in. Tilt to the side, 2, 3, 4. Good. Then we're going to reach our nutcracker or our toy all the way around. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that will finish the phrase of movement. We repeat it all again. We go to the other side this time. We go reach left and in and right and in to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, all the way around. 7, 8. There we go. You can pause and rewind this as many times as you like. So if you want to go back over the section that we just worked on with our upper body, absolutely may. Go right ahead. Right now, I'm going to continue. We're going to add our legs now to those movements that we just did. And then we'll keep building this whole section, this whole dance. All right, so we begin. We're holding the base of the nutcracker at the back, and we have it facing us. Yes? The first thing that we're going to do is when we lift our arms up to the right side, we're going to step towards the right side as well. And we're going to step up into a little tiny position that is known as kind of a rise. So you have your demi-point. These are demi-point feet. They're half point. You're not all the way up on your toes, but you're on the ball of your foot. So you're going to step up as you lift your arms. Ready? Let's try. 5, 6, 7, go. Step up and then step back. Good. You repeat the same thing the other side. Step up, step back. Nice. We don't move our legs here. We go tilt, 2, 3, 4. As we do our round with our arms, we're also going to add a little run in a tiny circle around ourselves. So we're going to go 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Good. Then we repeat to the other side. We step up 1 and 2 in 3 and then 4 other side. 5 and 6 and 7 and then 8. Tilt to the left this time. Tilt and 2, 3 and 4. Ready for your run around? 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and good. Now our next section is mostly with our prop and our upper body moving. Now if you don't have a nutcracker, that is A-okay. All you need to do is use mime. Mime is pretend, it's imaginary. You can do anything you want with mime. So this motion of lifting your elbow and dropping it, that's what we should do. It doesn't matter what type of toy that you have. You can do the same motion with a doll. If you wanted, you could even get it to wave. You could go, and a 1, and 2, something like that. Or you can just mime as if it had a little mouth opening and closing. All right? I'm going to show with my nutcracker. So we have a couple different options. All right, so this next section, we get to move our legs, but it is mostly focused on the nutcracker right here. This is the star of the moment. We're going to move our arm first. So I am using this with my right arm, and I'm going to lift my elbow, go 1 and 2. So it's basically going open and shut. And 1 and 2. I'm going to continue doing this motion, but I'm going to add 2 bends of the knees. So I'm standing in a parallel position with my feet, and I'm going to bend my knees twice as I move my mouth of the nutcracker. All right, so we have 2 movements without any leg movements. We go arm and arm bend, up bend, and bend. Good. Next, we continue with our arm. We're going to go and rise and plie. Back up to our demi-point position that we were doing before. We will rise to plie, facing the front, facing your camera or your computer, whatever you're on. You go rise and plie, rise and plie. And the last ones that we do, we keep going with our arm. We're going to do 2 little jumps. Jump to plie, jump to plie. You'll notice I'm saying plie. Plie means to bend or to fold. So that's what we're going to do as we land on our jumps. All right? So 2 with just the arm. And 1 and 2 and with a plie and another. And a rise and lower and a rise and a jump and a jump. There you go. That little motion is our nutcracker breaking the nuts that is being fed. It's going to chomp and chomp. Excellent. Continuing on, we're going to learn the next movement. Now everybody back up in your space. Make sure that you have room in your space that you're learning this. You're going to back up. I'm going to walk towards the camera, and as I do this, this is also what you will do. You'll start walking towards your screen, wherever you are, all right? So we've just done our bend, just our arm, and 2, our bend, our rise lower, 2 jumps, jump. Then, the next movement that we're going to do is a very strong, tall march. And we're going to step first with our right leg, and our right leg is going to step forward towards our camera, towards our screen, and we're going to lift the other leg up as we step on it. So we go step and lift. Good. And if you can, at the same time, you're still doing this motion. So you go jump as you step. Let's try this once more. We're going to do 4 marches. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, step march. Other side. Again. Last time. There you go. Those are our marches. We're going to continue on. The next movement that we do is we've done our 4 marches. We're going to shuffle backwards. Shuffle back to where you started your marches. Shuffle, and as you shuffle, you're going to embrace your doll. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Embrace your doll and hug it. Yeah, there you go. Let's go through this sequence one more time. So, we're going to begin with our arm movements, with our rises and our bends and our jumps. Ready? So we go. And the arm and the arm bend, a bend and a bend. With the rise and lower and a rise and a jump and a jump. Ready for the marches? Step and a step and a step and a step. Shuffle back. 2, 3, 4. Embrace, hug, sway, sway. Good, everybody. I think now is a good time for us to go through all of our choreography again. So all of our choreography, that means all of the steps that we just learned, all right? So the very first thing that we're going to do is find the way to hold our doll, our toy, our nutcracker, whatever it is that you have in your hands. So find a good way to hold it, and you're going to begin with your feet in parallel position. Parallel is when your toes are touching, and your heels are touching, and your legs are facing straight forward. All right? So you're holding your toy, and your feet are parallel. The first thing that you're going to do is step up, lifting your arms up into the sky with your nutcracker facing your body. All right? I'll do it slow motion with you. You can follow along. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step to the right, back in. Step to the left, back in. Sway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle and run, and 7 and 8. Repeat the other side. Step 1, 2, back 3, 4, again, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tilt the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Run around. 6, 7, 8. Ready for your arm movements. We go chomp and bend with the chomp, with the rise and the chomp. Now comes the jump and the chomp. Ready for your marches. Step and step and step and step. Shuffle back to hug your dog. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, everybody. We've learned a whole chunk already. There's a little bit more to learn. Let's keep going. So, we've just finished our shuffle back and our hug of the nutcracker. Yes? Now, the next section is going to begin the same way that the first section began. So this is maybe part 2 of our dance. But part 2 is going to start the same way as part 1. So we have our nutcracker. This time, it's facing outwards. All right? We're going to step up. Again, step up to the right, back to the center. Step up to the left, back to the center. Tilt, right, left, left. This time we're going to shuffle around in our little run. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We're going to start a different section now. So we've done the same step as the first section at the beginning of the second section. Now, we're going to continue with a different movement. Instead of going up to the left, we're now going to step in a different way. We're going to step with our leg reaching behind us, and our doll is going to swing across our body. So we've just done our run, 7, 8. We go swing and together. Yeah? Swing and together. Good. We're going to do 2 little running turns. 2 little turns with our legs doing this motion. Tiny little steps. So we've just done step and in. Now we're going to go around in a circle towards our right shoulder. We're going to go tiny runs and down. Tiny runs and down. We're going to run towards the camera or the screen, and we're going to finish like this. All right? Let's go through all of that one more time, nice and slow. All right, let's go through our second section once more from the beginning of the second section. This is right after we've done our marches forward, and then we shuffle back and we hug our doll like so. The next movement, the nutcracker is facing the front. We step up to the right, step up, back in, again to the left, back in, tilt, 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 tilt. Show it off. 6, 7, 8. We are going to swing and step back to the center. Swing and step back to the center. Little runs and down. Little runs and down. Run towards the screen. We're going to go down onto our left knee and have our right leg crossed, and we're going to hold our toy close to us like so. However you'd like. You can hug it like this, you can look at it this way, or you can have it cradled like this. This is your choice. Yeah? All right, let's go through this section with counts nice and clearly. Ready? And 5, 6, 7, 8, step 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There you go. I'm singing the music a little bit. It's a little bit funny, but you'll understand when you hear the music. Why don't we try it with the music from the beginning? We'll do part 1 and then part 2 and then put them together. Good? All right, everyone, let's try this all with the music now from the beginning. We're going to do part 1 of the dance. All right? So have your nutcracker facing you. You're holding it nice and securely. And we're going to try this with the music. It's faster, so just follow along with me. I'll start the music. Ready? Nutcracker. 5, 6, 7, go. Step up, back. Step up, back. Tilt, 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 round. Again. Ready for your jump? Jump, bend, rise, jump, jump, 1, step, 1, Great, everybody. Okay, we're going to try part 2, all right? It's the one that begins the same way. We step up, and this time our nutcracker is facing the front, all right? We're trying this with the music. It's nice and speedy, so follow along. Ready? Stand in the center of your space. I'll get the music going. It starts very soon. Ready for your step up? Ready? Step up. Step up, back, tilt, 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 run. Ready to step, you go swing, together, run, down. This is so exciting. Everyone has done such a good job. Now we've learned the choreography, but now we have to talk about the expression and the feeling behind all of the movement. So we can't forget that in this scene, Clara loves her toy. She is just over the moon that she has received such a beautiful gift, and she wants to show it off to the world. It's all about this object right here, this prop. So as we run through this, we're going to do this one last time with the music. As we run through this, don't forget about the feeling behind the movement. So whenever you have the chance, lock eyes with your toy. You can look right at the doll. Whatever you have in your hand, it means something. It's special, okay? So every chance that you get, give this the importance. Again, this is the star of the scene, this nutcracker. All right? So we're going to try again with the music from the beginning, but we're going to run all the way through the dance this time. The whole thing from the top to the bottom, from standing in parallel to reaching out to landing and gazing at our nutcracker adoringly. All right, everybody? Let's give it a try. From the top, everybody, get to the center of your space and I'll start the music. Gazing at your nutcracker. so much for joining me. That was so much fun to walk you through a little tutorial of Clara's dance with her Nutcracker. We miss you so dearly. We all wish we could be in the theater performing the Nutcracker this year, but we hope that this was a little chance for you to remember the Nutcracker and learn a little bit of the exciting movement that we get to do on stage. It's pretty cool, right? Now you can dance along in your seats next time you watch us. Thank you all so much for joining me. Stay home, stay safe, and have a wonderful holiday season. Bye!